Woo! Hot, hot, hot. Out of the kitchen. Play go. Florian, play go. RB Leipzig are now pushing to sign Carney, Chukwuemeka, and that they have open talks over the 21-year-old central midfielder from Chelsea. Further steps are planned for Wednesday, which is tomorrow. And it also talks about the fact that Leipzig has now been informed that Chelsea do want to sign Xavi Simmons. And so, one in, one out. One in, one out. Welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather channel. Please subscribe for regular Chelsea-related updates. Guys, one in, one out. I mean, things are moving. Things are happening on two fronts, right? If you are a Chelsea fan, you know that we have a lot of players that need to be off, loaded and need to just be shipped out for better or for worse. Chukwuemeka, well, this doesn't mention any price. I don't recall what the asking price from Chelsea when they put a price tag on him following his loan at Dortmund. I think it's not too high. I think it's somewhere in the 30 million pound range, 35-ish, between 30 and 40. That's just my guess. That's my guess. I'm not sure. I know it's not too high. Chelsea paid just under 20 million pounds for him like 3 years ago or so. We bought him from Aston Villa, I believe, for roughly around 80 million pounds. And I'm even shocked that he's still just 21. I mean, I know we bought him at least a good couple years ago, at least at least a good solid 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And I mean, he was playing well under Poch, right? I mean, it looked like he was going to kick on under Poch. I mean, Poch clearly liked him, right? Pochettino liked him a lot, and obviously we Chelsea fans, we all recalled that one game where it looked like he was about to explode, and that was away at West Ham, right, early in the season under Poch. We were down 1-0 in the first half. Carney basically, took over. He was like a man, possessed in that game, and scored a very, very wonderful goal. Coming off the right wing, just made like 2 or 3 dribbles and just really ripped their far end of their net, and that tied the game at 1-1. But prior to going into the half on that fateful day, unfortunately, Carney got injured in that game, and he was knocked out for the rest of the year, and it's just been tough. It's been tough on the young man. It's been tough on the young man, right? I mean, who's Carney? Carney's I never had time to go out and look out his profile, because we know this player. We know this player. He's tall. He's more like 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", or so. At least around 6'2". He's big. He's tall. He has pace. He's technically good on the ball. Very good on the ball. Likes to run with the ball. Likes to dribble the ball. Just an old-fashioned attacking central mid fielder. For me, he's a bit of a throwback. Attacking midfielder during the first phase of Jose, during that time when Jose loved to have, like, if you weren't at least 6'2", 6 feet plus, I mean, you probably weren't going to play in the midfield unless you were Essien or Maka, who were world class talents. But we had Ballack, we had Mikel, we had Lampard. Those were like 6 feet plus in midfield. And that's the type of mode that he is. And he went on loan away at Dortmund, and did okay. I mean, he did okay. I would have liked to have seen him do more. I mean, I haven't bothered to look up the stats. I mean, he probably scored like a goal. Probably had a goal, had a handful of assists. But for better or worse, for the most part, he seemed to be a player that came off the bench. Again, in fairness to him, he had joined Dortmund in the middle of the season, so it's kind of unfair to expect him to join which was then a Champions League team, and then expect to start right from the middle of the season. So he was being brought off the bench, but in fairness to Dortmund, they more often than not brought him off the bench. He was able to play, able to stretch his legs. And at the end of the season, Chelsea was hoping that Dortmund would pull the trigger and just make the loan a permanent move. But for whatever reason, Dortmund was just being cheap and wanted to sign him again for another loan. And obviously the big boys, the big bosses at Chelsea said no way, it's not going to work that way. You're either going to buy him or you can just let him go, right? I mean, we're going to take our boy back. And so they did not pull the trigger on the buy option. And as it, again, as it appears right now, based on the reports from, Pletigo, Leipzig has an interest in buying, Chukwuemeka from us. And, we obviously have a fairly good relationship with RB Leipzig. And, in that we're hoping, or, we're kind of, looking forward to, closing this deal in terms of buying Xavi Simons from them, hopefully in the next few days. If not this week, most likely by early next week. And so the way that I see it, it's a win-win. It's a win-win deal, right? You scratch my back and I scratch your back, right? I mean, it's a win-win deal. And so, this actually helps. I feel like it's actually going to help us to, secure the move of, Simmons, because we're, taking one of their, attacking players, and then in exchange, they get an attacking player from us. Of course, these are, separate deals. This is not a swap deal. With regards to, Simmons, it seems like it's like this is almost a done deal. It's just a matter of agreeing on the fee, because Simmons has already given the green light to Chelsea to move ahead. He has already gone ahead and followed almost every major Chelsea player on Instagram. So I mean, right, you don't do that if you don't already see yourself wearing the Chelsea blue. So let's keep our eyes and our ears open and see what happens with regards to these two deals. Simmons to Chelsea and Carney to RB Leipzig. How do you all feel? Leave your comments below. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. God bless you guys. Peace.